Oof, it's hard work just watching you.
Hello, Charlie. Would you believe I enjoy hiking?
I believe we agreed you're not funny. I do the jokes.
What about you? Do you enjoy hiking?
Oh, it has its ups and downs.
Remind me to never go hiking with you. Australia is hotter than it's ever been, and it's getting hotter.
So what are we going to do about it?
We're going to check out some big ideas all over the world and ask, can we cool the country?
Cool the country.
Hey, did you hear about the one-legged man who went for a hike?
Shush, Charlie, just enjoy the view.
Oh. You walked all that way to look at nothing. Turns out you can be funny, just not when you try to be.
I really wanted to see the catchment lake itself before we saw the dam, but oh well, I guess we'll have to move on.
Well, wake me up if you find your dam. If you can't see it, don't bother.
Hey Laura,
Hey Martin, thanks for meeting me here. What's your plan for the dam?
I'd like to start with you telling me what you know about Warragamba.
Oh, well, I know that Warragamba is part of Sydney's catchment area. It holds most of Sydney's water here, and there's been a push to raise that dam wall for a long time. Partly to hold more water when it's dry season, but also to stop the overflow as well.
14 metres they were planning to put on top, yes.
Wow. There's been so much development down there on the floodplain, building houses and industry, that if it ever did overflow, it would cost a fortune.
And the engineers have said that that is not going to work.
Okay, so what's the alternative?
There's a group called ICER, an Independent Council for Ecosystem Restoration. And they're a group of hydrologists and land care scientists. And we put a proposition to the government.
Oh.
Charlie, are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. Why did you start without me?
That's just Charlie. He doesn't think I can be entertaining enough without his help.
Right. Hello, Charlie.
Hello, Martin. What are you talking about?
We're just looking at a different way of building dams.
What's to talk about? When a fish is swimming and bumps into a wall, it says, "Down." That's all a dam is.
I don't want to turn the way that you think about dams on its head, more on its side.
Oh, I like that train of thought. What do you mean?
Well, a dam's the dam wall and the dam lake behind, but there's the catchment, and the catchment here is 9,000 square kilometres.
Wow, that's hard to even fathom.
50% of it's covered in trees, 50% of it's farming land.
Oh, so it's like your farm that I visited already.
All farms are different, but the same principles work. It's the soil carbon's the important thing. And sadly, say those forests, they've got 7 to 9% carbon in them in the soil. The farming land used to have a large amount, and we've degraded it down to 1%.
So carbon affects soil fertility, but why does that matter to a dam?
What's all the fuss about soil? That stuff is dirt cheap.
The carbon is extremely important because 1 gram of carbon can hold 8 grams of water. And so if you've got 1% more carbon back in the landscape, 1 hectare can hold 180,000 litres of water.
So do you want to make all the farmland in the catchment just like your property?
During the last drought, when the Shoalhaven had stopped flowing, my ponds were leaking out 20,000 litres a day. And if you replicated that right up the entire catchment, Sydney wouldn't have a problem for drought or floods.
And when it rains, more water soaks into the soil instead of running down here to the dam wall.
Why? Are you scared of running water or just any liquid that has legs?
And how much more water could the dam hold if it was expanded sideways and not up?
Currently the dam holds 2,000 gigalitres of water. If they raised the dam wall 14 metres, would have added another 10%, 200 gigalitres. The potential of putting 1% carbon in the entire catchment would hold 4,000 gigalitres.
4, so adding double the amount there is there now, tripling the size overall?
Yep, and as the carbon increases and the wetlands build, it gets better and better. Anywhere the water's running too fast and creating erosion can be weared up to slow the flow and help the dam.
What about the cost?
It'll cost $50 million a year for 10 years, $500 million.
Well, that's a lot cheaper than the $2 billion that they estimated to raise the wall.
Absolutely, and there's multiple benefits.
Charlie, your friends are here.
If doing it here proves that the concept can work,
Oh, it'll work. The science is proven and nature's been doing it for millions of years.
well, that means that it could be done anywhere across the country, not just cities, but in regional dams as well that struggle during times of drought and flood.
Potentially, the laws of physics, hydrology and biology are universal.
Charlie, you don't have a joke about that one? Charlie? Maybe he fell asleep again.
Water is vital to all life on Earth. We wouldn't be here without it. As well as bringing life, water can also be a powerful destructive force, washing away anything in its path.
Charlie, if you can hear me, I still have questions for you. Don't think you can just run off and avoid me.
The sun's life-giving, yet also a destructive force wherever there's too little water and shade. All natural ecosystems are a balance of sun, of water, and of life. Sun, water, life. We can either work with nature to restore the balance, or we can destroy it. Which would you rather? Next time, we'll wonder about water some more in episode 5, The Wonders of Wetlands.